Alright everyone, let's read about Shion's lore. An Omnic awakened in a world of pain. Shion gained her sentience in the middle of a war zone. Though the crisis had ended, Shion's suffering endured when she was captured by the Hashimoto and made into a glorified combat training machine. After years of imprisonment, spent learning her captors' weaknesses, she broke free and slayed them all, seizing their power for herself. Living her new life to the fullest, Shion has transformed herself into something uncanny and dangerous. Now, she exists in the space between human and machine, and she will do anything to maintain control. In many parts of the world, the awakening led to a peaceful ceasefire, but in Tokyo, terror and confusion only led to further conflict. Shion's own awakening was scored with screams and gunfire as she dug herself free from the casualties of war. Knowing only danger and death, Shion fled from the wreckage and kept fighting. Shion survived for weeks on the streets in a state of fear, killing anyone she encountered. Meanwhile, tension and resentment still defined the relationship between Omnics and humans in Tokyo. And local gangs took to the streets to mistreat and hunt down Omnics as a form of justice. Eventually, a group of these criminals, humans who would go on to found the Hashimoto clan, defeated Shion and took her captive. Rather than kill Shion, the Hashimoto saw her potential as a way for them to gain power. They decided to train against her, honing their fighting techniques. If the Hashimoto were to become Tokyo's deadliest blade, she would be the steel they sharpened against. A killer with machine-like precision, but an unpredictable sentient spark. For Shion, the war raged on, relentless in its cruelty. But secretly, Shion held back, pulling her punches and learning her captor's weaknesses so she might someday overtake them. In all that time, Shion only saw glimpses of the world outside. Treated poorly by the Hashimoto, she knew herself not as an Omnic, but as inhuman, and had little opportunity to gain a sense of self. Shion had long since conquered any fear of her captors. Violence, in its consistency, had almost become a comfort. But she had to believe there was more to life than survival. If she wanted anything, it was to be free of her imprisonment and to punish those who kept her in a cage. In time, Shion's captors, now revered elders in the clan, grew complacent and dropped their guard in her presence. Shion saw her opportunity and broke free, leaving a trail of death in her wake that ended with the murder of all 4 Hashimoto elders. Finally, Shion had control of her own fate. She quickly seized her chance at power, creating a 5th seat on the Council of Elders for herself, and forcing those she had sparred to fight for the chance to rule by her side. Using her newfound wealth and power, Shion transformed herself, modifying her chassis to suit her desire and crafting a mask that would instill fear. The result was something uncanny, neither human nor Omnic. She belongs in no world other than the one she creates for herself. Shion lives life to the fullest, gaining a reputation for excess as she indulges in fashion, lovers, and custom motorcycles. Among the Hashimoto, Shion's murderous ascent is well remembered, and her penchant for punishment is widely feared. As a show of this power, Shion forced Toshiro Yamagami, a weaponsmith imprisoned by the Hashimoto, to craft her a unique pair of anima pistols. With these new weapons and Vendetta's backing, the Hashimoto's rule over Tokyo is all but assured.